What up, though, everybody? It's your boy Nomis J. It's back. It's been so long. Want to hope. What up, though, everybody? It's your boy Nomis. Good. Audio working well. Just had to test a couple things real quick. But yeah, man. Welcome to Nomis J. Channel, man. It's been a minute since I done any content on this channel, as y'all already know. I pretty much make something that I disappeared and I come back after so long. Um, I'll talk about. So much to happen since the last time I ever made a video, period. Uh, so much specifically with the Lions and Pistons, but this today is about the Detroit Lions. Maybe I'll talk about Pistons one day later or something future. Who knows? But I'm here to give y'all my Detroit Lions preseason review reaction and a little talk about Hard Knocks as well. So, no further ado, let's get this thing going. Hope whoever's in chat, if you are in the chat, make yourself known. As I always say, we always try to keep this thing respectfully. We always try to do the show, to have a good conversation. So I'm with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with Hard Knocks real quick, man. Just give y'all my personal opinion. Like, I honestly, Hard Knocks is what it is. It's not meant to identify you as a winning team. Obviously, we know that by now. For those who used to really watch it and understand the concepts of football, it's a promotional thing to get some fans invested and shine some light on the franchise, and put a perspective on there, see what their culture's looking like, see what they're doing, see maybe why they lose all the time, see maybe what they could be building. So if they ever get to a Super Bowl one day, you have some track record, why it happened, how it happens, inside info, outside what the team just shows, what I'm saying? And that's what Hard Knocks is, and yeah, you get a lot of situations where people like to perform in front of the camera, and boy, we go talk about that. Mr. Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn, man, they were literally the ones stealing the show. Those two animated coaches that we have, man, we knew they were like that. I would see how animated they were, just coming down the tunnel when I be on the job. When the game is coming, when the game is about to start, I can see the energy off those guys back then. Last year. So when I knew on camera, I didn't realize they was gonna take over the show. I just didn't. It was episode 1, so we don't know what's gonna happen next. But I thought it was pretty cool. I thought Aiden Hutchinson's performance was very hilarious. Uh, doing the damn Michael Jackson, he did better than I would have been able to do. I know that much, but man, that shit was funny. Dan Campbell, man, coming out with speeches. I love seeing him cuss out the players, because I know that's kind of how he is anyway. He's got this lesson all kind of hang out there. It don't matter whether you got one ass cheek and 3 toes, he just gonna beat your ass. That's the mentality that he comes out with, man. Wow. But I do want y'all to understand something, man. I know we get hyped when we looked at Hard Knocks. Everybody get all hyped up. I want you to understand, though. This is not to bring you down a level necessarily, but understand that Hard Knocks is what it is. It's entertainment. It's not meant to say you're going to get 12 wins this year just because you like what you're seeing on camera. It's meant to just show you what they're doing, the steps that they're taking, why they are the team that you should maybe like one day, if they are really for real, like they make signs to show. This is still early part of rebuild, okay? I don't want y'all to get things twisted. So because all the hype and the fun to get it twisted and your emotions, then like he said in his own press conference, you get all hyped up and then you start off the season 0-3, 0-4. Most of y'all be ready to run this man out of town. This is not what Hard Knocks is meant to do. It's meant to help introduce the Lions in a better light, show what they're doing, show what we've been all seeing. Falcons cheated Lions shot one on TikTok about this game. But I mean, it's a preseason game, my guy. I care less. Here's the thing about me. I care less about a win for a preseason game. We gonna get into that in a minute, but yeah, that's what Hard Knocks is for, just to show you what's going on. Now on to the preseason. Now that somebody bring it up, preseason. How you doing, man? Glad you can make it to the stream. Preseason is meant to put a guy out there, show what he can do, and then bring him back in. That's what preseason is for. It's not meant to be a game that you're trying to win. You're trying to see what you have in players. You're trying to see how these guys look in real game, life action. That's what the whole point is. Practice game. It's not meant to you go out there and win. It's meant to find out what the buzz are at. If you're coaching, what you've been seeing in training camp has been true or not. That's what you go out there looking to find in preseason. You know what I'm saying? It is not a game that you should be focused on winning. Some people stun me sometimes about preseason, how they, get so caught in the emotion of it. Sometimes I guess they just want to see them win all the time, but it's preseason, man. So now that we got that, I do want to say this real quick. At the last preseason game, I am convinced we already knew last year that these two quarterbacks weren't good at all. David Blau and hey, what's up, Chase? What up, Dante? What's good, bro? What's going on? DV in the house. But yeah, Tim Boyle and David Blau, bro, they got to go. Now, here's the thing, y'all. The Malik Willis hype train and stuff, that he's a project player. He and Riddler are projects right now. They're not starters ready to come in and just take the lead by storm. They're not. Not get caught at the good things you saw in the preseason. Oh, okay, that's what's up. What you cooking on, man? Not meant to get caught up. However, what I said all offseason, yeah, Tim Buckboy, what I said all offseason, I am openly willing to take a quarterback right where they failed at, second, third round. That's where we should have taken a quarterback, or later if necessary. Just not at pick 2. That wasn't the pick for us at pick 2. A project player at pick 2 wasn't going to do it. And you telling me we could have got him at 66 or either 46 or something like that? Oh, okay, that sounds good. Chicken Alfredo. You didn't, yeah. We should have took a quarterback. I was never against taking a quarterback in this draft. I just knew they wasn't. That's just my whole mentality was I just knew they wasn't, but that don't mean I didn't think they should take a quarterback. They should have been taking quarterbacks here and there for the last couple of years or more. But this franchise elected not to do it. And I don't understand because they should. I do not want to watch a whole preseason game with these two guys the whole game. I can't do it. It's just, we know they bad already. But why we gotta be forced to see these two guys? They're not going to get any better. Why not take another guy who has more potential, even if you say he's only slightly better than him? Fine. It's about creating competition. We don't want to see the same two people competing over and over again every year. This is crazy. Because this franchise wants to constantly try to see what they can get out of somebody. You're not going to get any more than what you already got out of them. Get another quarterback. I can understand not necessarily letting them go, but they should just add it one. You only go play golf for one series if you play them at all. Why not just bring another quarterback that's young, even if he sucked, like just a 7th round pick? Just bring somebody here and compete with these guys. You never know what he could end up showing. It's just like the relentless of them refusing. And then Tim Boyle had 2 good passes. And I feel like he was saved on one of them. And you mean to tell me this guy you go consistently go with, consistently keep giving these guys opportunity? They haven't proven nothing. Get a better quarterback. Draft one. I don't care which round you get them. Draft one. It's just crazy, nah. No, let these bum ass bastards go, because if just garbage go down, we're fucked. Yeah, that's been the case. That's the case for most teams, man. Most of the time, teams that still manage to be successful with a backup quarterback are usually teams that have well put together rosters, or maybe the team was good the whole time and the starter that was initially their starter wasn't that good, and then they took over with a young QB that was drafted, and maybe that's why they see success. But however, to me, man, you're right. They gotta get some new quarterbacks, but come on, man, this franchise do what they do, man. Yeah, I get it. I'm totally with y'all, man. Like I said, they should have drafted one in the 3rd, 4th round, whatever. Hell, that James Mitchell pick could have been perfect for a quarterback. Didn't need to draft another tight end, man. We barely throw the goddamn tight ends. Shit. Get a goddamn quarterback. Fuck, get a linebacker too. That's another thing I want to talk about. And no, it wasn't just Jared Davis. No, everybody at linebacker, guys. This whole entire core is very sus. This entire core, the playing one player is asinine. Yeah, I saw good things out of Burns. I saw a couple plays, I guess, from Rodrigo. Nothing impressed that really overly impressed me, but I saw a couple plays from Pittman and Woods too. But everybody made a good, decent play, but that wasn't the issue. The issue is it's the level of talent that's there. It's telling. I'm seeing young linebackers drafted this year and last year showing a little bit more signs of progression in some of the other games. And what I'm seeing film than what our guys are getting. The talent, you can tell, is just not there. Dan Campbell better wake up. This damn job is being in jeopardy. And that's the thing, though. His job won't be in jeopardy. The only way his job would probably be in jeopardy, if that, he had to start off like 0-7 again or something. That's the only way they may start, something about his job being on hot seat. And I'm not even sure then. And I'm not really looking for his job to be necessarily on jeopardy because of it, but they have to get some talent at the linebacker position. They got Pitts, man. They may have to call Chicago up and say, hey, look, we want to make this deal, get Roquan Smith in here. We need a linebacker, bro. It's bad. It's rough out here. Like I said, I saw a couple good plays, but man, shit, you don't think that's right up our alley? What you talking about, trading the pick away for a linebacker that can play? Man, try surviving with this one all year. This is gonna be rough, bro. I'm telling you, it's that's not good. Like I said, I care less about winning a preseason game. I'm looking for the little things, man, that people don't pay attention to. Like, that's what I'd be best trying. But now, granted, I was at work and I kept trying to watch the game, but at my job, I had to be constantly on my feet. So shit, we don't have gotten shit. We should have gotten a QB, Malik Willis. Anyone. Yeah, anyone would have been okay, but they just didn't want a project player this year. That was the problem right there, though. Like, okay, even if you didn't want to take a chance on a quarterback, you could have took one in the 5th round. If you just didn't have to get necessarily Willis or Ritter. You could have took one in the 5th round and just picked up somebody and still could have got. I'm sure you could have got much better looking play than what I've been seeing. Anybody in this late round, you never know what you can get. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots just drafted Mac Jones last year and had a solid rookie year, very solid. They still went and got one in the 4th round this year because they know and understand the importance of having quarterback depth. You know what I'm saying? They understand it. Yeah, Bailey Zappi is not about to unseat Matt Jones. We know that. But you're developing another young guy right behind a young guy. And you got to, in that Belichick system. So he's a carbon, Play-Doh copy of Matt Jones in a way. So you're getting somebody that matches your starter, the best, put together player you can that late part around. That's where the Lions should have been thinking on for years. They never do it. Never have to always get a quarterback in the first 3 rounds. You can get one in the 4th round. Hell, nobody. I say it all the time. Dak Prescott was an accident. Dak Prescott was drafted to be a backup. Tony Romo was stupid and got his ass plastered and ended up forcing their hand to have him start, and it's been him ever since. And anything like that can happen. But reason why Prescott did look as good as he did is because he had a team, a roster, offensive line, a run game, receivers, and a top 15, top 20 defense. You got that going on your end, you can be successful in this league. That's where the Lions got to start thinking. They got to start thinking of the quarterback as the event. You have to prep for a quarterback. You have to build a team. Doesn't mean you can't take one in the 5th, 6th round for a project reason. Because you're not going to unseat Goff right now. He's the guy for at least this year and next year. We go see what happens after next year. If they, what I'm saying. So next year they got to take one, no matter what. If you don't take one in the top 3 rounds, you got to take a quarterback. Because if you leave us without nobody to turn to. Now we got to take anything we can get. And that's not what smart franchises do. They have got to be able to play the cards properly. You have to be willing to take a quarterback here and there. At least if you get that friend, let's say you get a franchise quarterback next year's draft, and Goff plays here to 2, and he develops for 2 years, and Goff after 2 years is gone, and you start him over, and you see that this guy can win by clearly as your new project, your new star quarterback, second to third year, you should already be drafting one in the 5th, 6th round to back him up and develop behind him, because eventually he may get hurt. A lot of these mobile guys do run out the pocket, get their ass plattered when they don't have to. Things can happen. So you want somebody young to be able to come up and back him up. You don't want to be going back down to butt boil, okay? Dude be literally getting patted. I mean, he holds the ball so much, man. Like, bro, you know who you want to get the ball to. Why are you holding the ball so long? Like, you making our O-line work against you, and that O-line protects people now, man. I saw in the first teams, them dudes just bullying dudes on rundowns, just bullying them. And Goff did and Goff was actually about to get plastered, but he got a nice pass all to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was about to get destroyed. I'm surprised when he took a hit that he didn't get a flag in his favor versus when we got the interception, they called that BS there. Because Goff got hit, but he still made a nice dime right down to Amon-Ra. I thought that was nice. And he actually looked like he was willing to throw the football this time. That was pleasing to see. And the first drive they were scoring, hey, I saw good rhythm with the running backs between him and Jamal Williams, Swift and Jamal Williams. That was dope. I want to see that, man. They got to use them running backs right. With that O-line blocking the way they is, oh, hell yeah. They got a shot to do some things right. Boy, that defense is, ooh, boy. Oof. Now, understand this. We went with our full first string defense on that when we had our first strings out there. We had some guys missing. That's been noted for these last few years. We don't always have our full starting lineup out there. Be a couple guys that be on the second, third teams that we kind of missed in there. So we don't have our full guys, but I still know what I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, that linebacker core, we got to pray. We got to pray for something around here, man. The linebackers suck. Yeah, I said, like, that's the thing about it. I got shitted on very high this offseason because we didn't draft a linebacker high enough. We just waited to the 6th round. I was told I was being very negative for not wanting a linebacker and a quarterback on day higher. A quarterback on day 3 at least a quarterback in day 3 and a linebacker in the top 3 rounds. I was wrong for that apparently, but being negative, apparently that's negative because I wasn't being a cheerleader with my pom-poms in my hand for every time Brad Holmes made a pick. But I that's why I don't come out really and make videos like that no more, man, because can't really say nothing, man, in this community. So it's wasn't being judgmental. I told people I love the players we got, but it's just I'm concerned. I have a right as a fan to be concerned about the defense, man. We've been in the 30s since Sue been gone. Okay, if that ain't enough, that's 8 years. That was 8 years ago. He was last year. If that ain't enough to say, hey, you need to start really taking your defense to priority. I don't know what else is gonna tell you. You've been in the 30s since he been gone. And you mean tell me they don't wake up call say, hey, we need to get some defensive players on this team that can be game 1 starters and can actually play. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need right now. And a quarterback for the future. We need to start really heading to developing the quarterback. When I said I didn't want Malik Willis, I said I didn't want him at 2 because I knew he wasn't going to be getting picked in the first round. And I was damn it right because there's only one quarterback that went first. Doesn't mean he's not a good player one day. Just saying it was a reason why we didn't want him at 2. He's a project. But it was a project I was willing to take in the 3rd. God damn. But anyway, man, I still saw some things I like, you know what I'm saying, in the game, of course. Like I said, the receiver play, Benson looks much better. Trinity Benson, I know that was like a huge head scratcher move last year. I didn't know what the hell they was thinking of bringing in a guy that was that raw. Didn't have no chemistry with our offense at all during the offseason. You traded a 5th-round pick for him, but he looks much more groomed now. Getting open, they gave him the ball a couple times. He made a nice little catch that he adjusted to and got himself open. For a second, when I seen him make that one catch, I was like, "Damn, remind me of Marvin Hall." Marvin Hall for a quick second, because them both wearing that same jersey, built the same way. Kind of remind me of Marvin Hall getting open like that, but yeah, that was a nice play from him. So hopefully he can fix himself a little bit better. The new Zach Center, Tom Kennedy, is always open. Yeah, that's what he do. He gets open in preseason, and you just, he continually makes catches and keeps things going. No matter where he at, you can find this dude, Mr. Reliability. But I noticed something, man. When I be watching the press conferences now for like the last couple of years since Dan Campbell been here, I notice every time anybody asks him about Tom Kennedy, he gets frustrated. I don't know why his reaction be weird like that when people mention Tom Kennedy, and I feel like I know why. The real reason is because I think yeah, I ain't go. I don't blame you, Joseph. I don't even blame you. And I hate to get I hate to get rid of Cephas, man. Damn, but yeah, I get you, man. Shit, but something telling me I could be wrong, but something telling me, man, they want at least a 1st-round or 2nd-round pick for him. And at this point, I'm even willing to give that up because we need a fucking linebacker bad, bro. It's like we need a linebacker like a drug addict needing higher power or something. Like that's God damn, we suck. Boy, that linebacker core, man. Ooh. I can put you out there right now, and I guarantee you'll make a tackle, boy. That's man, we be. I don't know what our hits we be laying on people be doing. We like we'll hit somebody and then it's like they'll just stagger and then just bounce around the tackle. I don't know why we make run. Kennedy stepped up. Cephas was trade. Cephas has trade value. Yeah. Like I said, still, and I hate to say again, I hate to say that about Cephas. He works so damn hard, man. Damn. But I don't know if they gonna be willing to get. You know, they probably should be in the market for selling away the team. Now that most of the guys that that was really good for that team are out, they might as well just give them away for like a 3rd or 5th round. I don't blame you for coming up with that trade package, man. I swear I do not. I don't. Oh man, we need linebackers like somebody need Jesus or something. God damn. Like it'd be like, okay, this is your D line, this is your secondary. Then they'd be like, where's your linebacker core? Oh, you see that circle with the question mark that's right there? Like that's our damn linebacker core. Circle with a question mark, boy. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Damn, boy. Yeah. Yeah. You know what though? I think if anything, we may end up having to give up a backup lineman to them because they need O line depth bad. Well, I can tell. And I'm not too good in wanting to give up O line depth, but that may be more thing that's tempting for them because they probably preferably want to protect Justin Fields more than just give him another weapon. We can definitely use Smith, man. God damn, I wish he played on another team. Shit. I don't like giving our divisional rival shit, but they got something we need desperately, man. So right now, I almost don't give a fuck. I really don't. Shit, man. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Tracy Walker made some solid plays. Kuda did well to me. Who else out? Oh, Anthony Pittman, though. Talking about the linebackers. Anthony Pittman made a couple plays too. And Josh Woods. Josh Woods was kind of sort of making plays too. I kind of noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I know most of the time we usually talk about linebackers, anything good is like Derrick Burns or Rodrigo. But them two did make a couple plays, especially Pittman on them hits and on them rush. He did came and brought some pressure, damn show good pressure. Woods made a good pass breakup too down the field. I liked it. Fuck Alavila. This nigga coming here talking about Alavila. Dante, shut up. What up, that dude live? What up, though? Live? What's good with you, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Yes, fuck Alavila. That bit pepperoni piece of looking motherfucker is gone. I like Cephas for sure. However, I really like Smith. We would have been serious. Yeah, I feel no. I'm with you, Joseph. I ain't with you, bro. I ain't even mad at you, my guy. No, I'm 100. We on the same page. Believe me. I know. Sometimes certain sacrifices are necessary because we too weak at that linebacker position, man. I am 100% with you, bro. He works at Little Sneezers now. Hey, Dante, did you hear how they say the pizza actually tastes way better? I haven't confirmed this because it's so expensive, but they say the pizza down there at the stadium tastes way better and different than it do at the actual pizza places. No cap. He works with. I told you he didn't even have his whole office. He got like a little half cube office type thing. They say that was some shit. I was like tripped out. I said, "Dog, he only got his own office." Yeah, but he had to get fired, bro. Hey, dude had to go. Ain't no way. We look worse than when the Pistons did. When they had to start their rebuild right before they fired, brung in Troy Weaver and shit. Boy, the Tigers are terrible right now. You think the defense will take a step back this year due to their performance against the Falcons? You can't take a step back when you are already back. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could say that we are already back, but if anything, I think they are slightly an inch better than they were last year. Just for the fact that you do have Aiden and you will get eventually Romeo back. And you know what I'm saying, you have your two edge rushers, and I feel like to a certain extent your DTs are probably going to be a little bit better. What's your take on Jay Davis? He was all over the place. Jay Davis was, yeah, he was making when the play that he got flagged on. I noticed he did knock the hell out that blocker, or I think it was a running back or something that was trying to block. He knocked the hell out of him. I think that flag he got called for was bogus. He did, I think, miss a couple. He did miss a couple of times. At this point, when it comes to missing tackles, I think our whole linebacker core just do that. So it's like a give and take thing. I feel like I couldn't see enough of what they were doing. Shit, Lincoln Garbage took a step. Lincoln Garbage took a step back and got ran the fuck over by Cox. Dante, you got issues, bro. If y'all know, Dante is still picking at Lincoln Tomlinson, y'all. He is forever going to pick at Lincoln Tomlinson and Eric Ebron. He's, if y'all got to ignore him, that's just what he do. He do that. Y'all know Dante. He gonna do that shit though. That's what Dante Chase, y'all. Legendary Dante Chase, but yeah, Davis at times played cool. You know what I'm saying? If you go kill him on any bad plays that he made, you got to kill the whole linebacker core at this point. So I was okay with Davis. He could have did probably a little better, but some things that he did good on. So it's the linebacker cores. I need to watch more of the preseason games to be able to determine who gonna make the roster. I'm curious at who Illich hires for a GM. I like to say Espin. Theo Espin. Oh, okay. The way I look at it for them when it comes to hiring a GM, you might as well ask your manager who he likes that he feels comfortable working with outside of the actual GM he did used to work with. Like anybody else around the league that's young, no baseball, can come in that he think he could be work like he should. I would even mind calling Gardenhire up and saying, "Hey, who do you know that we can go to for a GM?" They need to start hitting some of their resources because I mean, that just ain't good. I mean, you think about it like this, y'all. So we talking about the Tigers. Think about it like this. The Tigers are in the same position that the other teams were before they got on the right track right now. So they got a choice to either make the wrong decision and go hire their version of Bob Quinn that ends up running AJ Hinch out of here, or they could end up going a route where they end up getting Troy Weaver. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much where the Tigers at. They're in the crossroad. They're in the fork right now. So they either go the route where they F up, make the wrong hire that start off well, but then kind of ends bad, and or they can end up getting a guy that's actually making things happen with what little he had to work with. And they need to be on that side of it. So that's why I say they need to have a meeting where they involve more people that actually know baseball and figure out. Don't get a pencil pusher. Get AJ Hinch heavily involved. Even if you got to call Ron Gardenhire up and say, "Hey, who do you know to help us find a GM for this team?" They need to really look hard because they gave up on Dave Dombrowski, and then they brought this guy in here, and it's just been a failure. You can't. I wouldn't even go with nobody that's old either. I need somebody young in their mid ages that knows the game of baseball, not overly connected to maybe some of the guys here, but not too Alan Trammell. I don't know. It, that could be an option. But you know what the trend is too? You need somebody young and innovative. We need some because the whole thing about the money when it comes to baseball, your owner got to sign off on that money, and they no matter what who they hire, they need Illich need to open up the checkbook eventually. Because we don't need some. I ain't gonna say don't get somebody that got GM experience or no, we do really know well, but you never know who knows something. So it's like you need to be looking at somebody who's really involved in baseball heavy, somebody who's not just a pencil pusher, somebody who understands the game really well. That's why when I said reference to Gardenhire thing, Ron Gardenhire, because I'm like he may know people that's young that can come in and help them out right at the gate. That's where I was making that reference. I was saying as AJ Hinch, if it's other people that he knows, again, that's maybe that he worked with in the past or around that he feel like could be a good candidate that we may not know of, and then that actually could work. Like you gotta kind of think like thinking outside the box a little bit, because like I'll be admit I'm not a huge baseball person like that. I speak on it here and there. I'm just a casual guy who watch it because of the Tigers. Of course, I'm a fan of the Tigers, but I don't understand the whole thing about it, like of who they are, like how baseball really works. Like I got the concept right, but it's like I haven't still got my hands too heavy into it. Like I knew something was wrong when they was trading away everybody. I was like, oh, this probably ain't gonna end well. Some told me that wouldn't go in well, but man, I didn't know it'd be that damn bad, bro. Like I didn't realize how bad Alavila was. I knew he was bad, but god damn, that's why I was like, he should have been fired 5 years ago. Because when you got guys immediately going to championships and like playing completely out of their mind, that's a bad look. And then you haven't replaced them at all or got anything close to what you had out of guys you got in return. Oh yeah, he should have been gone 5 years ago, man. Some people said 3 years ago. I said he should have been gone five. Fuck that. It's chess, not checkers. Look at Javier out here paying under his way out on his pay rate. What? You talking about bias? I don't know. Bro, Baez because Javier Baez, man, he need to go. That, this dude swing at everybody, bro. Like if you was a gunman, he was a hired gunman, he'd be running out of bullets because he just shoot at everything. Like, yeah, I don't know what the hell they was thinking when they got him, bro. I was like, no, I'm not Javier Baez. And Miguel, like, fuck this, I'm quit. Miguel is old, bro. He is old. He might be worse than off than Victor Martinez was when he retired. Like, he is old. Man, get the dude can't even run no more, man. What? You know Michigan, man, hot as hell lately. Michigan been hot in a motherfucker. Man. He cannot run no more, man. He is old. And he injured not too long here. Oh hell, man. How the hell was he our best player this year? Some people was like, oh, he was our best player this year. That was the last game I was at, I think, too. It was when he got the game winner with the base hit or whatever he got. Huge dynamics to baseball with higher GM. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not probably your best guy to say who we should get. I'm just kind of come up with the concept. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing when it comes to baseball. You know what I'm saying? Because reason why I brought up that concept about the whole Weaver versus Bob Quinn thing was because I could see the Tigers getting the wrong hire if they ain't careful, and then it don't work out the way it's supposed to, and it end up costing us AJ Hinch. AJ Hinch is everything I see that he can be. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wait a minute, y'all messed that up. Yeah. Miguel arguably should have retired like a year or two ago. Very fun Tiger to watch, but boy, he should have been done. Yeah. Nah, what I want to see next week from the Lions, because I know we're gonna have the two stooges shoved down our goddamn throats with quarterback next week. Well, I want to see them now. Actually, I want to hear from joint practices too this week. Is the different competition of our corners. I really want to see hear a lot of Kuda going against their top receivers. I want to hear how our defensive line is stacking against their own line because you know they got Quentin Nelson on that line and a couple other big first round picks on there too. So also the sad to see a player pass his prime. Yeah, it is. You ain't never lied about that. Uh, also want to see how what adjustments that they go make that next game, as far as the running game. Now, you know what? Jamar Jefferson, too, is another player I'm going to highlight real quick. He didn't have like, you said, wait, Miguel. Oh, fuck these. I've been long. Oh, I already heard that. No, but Jamar Jefferson, too, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of potential. I understand sometimes that draft pick get criticized heavy, too. But I like the way they used him. You know, they gave him carries here and there. They kept giving him some, and he didn't get the biggest yardage, but I think he gave them enough to like affect and try to get a rhythm. It's just the quarterback play was just dreadful. That's what I think it was. He gave you enough as far as the carries. You know, I don't always care for crazy yards every time somebody get the ball, but as long as you getting a few yards here and making every down a little bit more manageable, I like that. Maybe I'm being too nice on him. Maybe I'm not. You know, being killing enough. But that's just I was fine with it. It wasn't him and the rest of the offense. It was the quarterbacks. Are bad. Ben Johnson's play calling was for overall was to me pretty good. Uh, didn't look nothing like Jim Cooter for God's sake. I know that much. Uh, that was good to see. But other than that, like the really only thing I could say that was really wrong with the offense, in my personal humble opinion, was the quarterback play from the backups. I'm not saying that means we're going to be this top rated offense or something like that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But you know, anytime we got to deal with them two guys, it's going to be a wrap. Season over with. um, so I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. Like, get pick up another young quarterback, man. See, yeah, he's just some scrambler that's random out here in the league. Get up another young QB in here, man, for competition. I don't want to watch a whole game of these two clowns, bro. I just don't want to see it. David Blau coming out there, wow, you just so he can break down at the last 2 minutes of the game every year. That's all you do. And David and Tim Boyle is the most. Man, I ain't never seen somebody take all day to throw a 5-yard pass, bro. Like, come on, man. You sitting here holding the ball like you looking for somebody down the field. You about to throw this bitch, and he just sitting there holding it, letting the pocket collapse. Then you know he's slow as hell. He run like his legs jump up and down when he run. I don't know what the fuck he be doing. Look like me out there running and shit. Like, damn, like the hell is he doing, man? And this dude is just terrible. How many snaps will the coach play the number one O-line at Indiana? If I had to guess, he probably go do the same thing if he do play the O-line. If he even play the whole raw starting lineup, I say it'll be one draft. If they play, it'll be one draft. If not, you probably won't see him out there at all. What you probably shouldn't at this point, because I'd rather keep them dudes healthy again. I don't want to go into the season with our O-line, because if y'all didn't realize, our O-line last year, I kept saying, our whole O-line did not play together, our starters. Not one game. Not one. The whole unit. We were still top 10, top 5-ish. So, I'm just saying, take that as a lesson. Keep them out the preseason. Keep the starters. Got the starters out. And now, with Aiden, you can play Aiden. On the defensive side of the ball, I want to see a little bit more Aiden. You know, at least the same amount of snaps that you gave him last time. You know what I'm saying? At least around that level. But as far as the rest of them linebackers, though, them linebackers and shit, oh yeah, you need to play them the whole game. They need all the rest they can possibly get, because you ain't got shit. They need to be scouting every linebacker known to man who they go against. For real. Now, I'll tell you who I saw get some pressure in too. Austin Bryant, number 2. Austin Bryant, I saw him. Yeah, I saw him bringing some pressure too. At times yesterday, they was bringing pressure. That's the one thing we saw was bringing pressure, but you know they just didn't clean up on tackles well. But other than that, they was bringing pressure at times. It wasn't like they was just running to a wall. They run their pressure at times. They gotta learn better how to clean up on things, man. That's something they gotta do. I care. Look, yeah, I'm gonna say it all the time. I don't care about how long it's been since we won a preseason game. I can give a fuck less about it. I'm not trying to build a team for preseason championships. No. Oh man, your boy is actually hungover right now. Yeah, got a little too sippy last night. Got a little too sippy. Yeah. Joseph. Damn, Murdoch, man, you got me you got me really saying this, man. We do need to trade for Roquan, bro. We gonna have to trade for old boy, man. Hell. Or somebody. Shit. Not him, some damn body, man. God damn. I don't hear that. No, we're just keep our young. Man, fuck you. We need a linebacker, man. Trade for his ass. Closed mouths do not fucking get fed. Hey, boy. Hey, quick question. Would y'all like to talk some basketball? Because y'all know I haven't never got a chance to touch on my feelings about the NBA draft. Would y'all like to hear me talk a little bit about it? Because I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. Let me know in the chat, man. If y'all want me to talk a little basketball, I would definitely talk some Jaden Ivey. Because I know nobody haven't heard my take about it. I would definitely talk some basketball. Buzz is making statement. Yeah, Buzz did well. He can have a hell of a nickname. I know if he become really good, he can end up having a hell of a nickname. Oh, things about to get buggy on this damn game. Uh-oh. Oh, who we play? Like Indy. Oh, Indy. Oh, that pressure is getting Indy a little bit. It's starting to get buggy out here. That could be a good little nickname for him. Like his energy. Got potential. Got a lot of DT depth. I know that much. Need somebody because everybody I look at our draft hits is hurt. Shit. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh boy. Who else another player to highlight, man? Uh what was y'all opinion on Josh Woods? Because I know I saw him make a couple plays though at linebacker. They've been hyping Josh Woods since we picked him up last year from the Bears. Yeah, and thing is though, Roquan wouldn't be like the end all be all. Roquan wouldn't be the end all be all, but he would at least be a start, and he can come in there and literally be the leader of the linebacker corps, and that would be so helpful for Derek Burns and which call it, he would put set a tone. And see, that's the thing about it, man. When you build a defense, you gotta have a player on every part. You got Romeo, you got Aiden. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to count McNeil, for God's sake, you got your D line there for the most part. They're young, but they there. You don't have a defined leader on that linebacker court. You got believe it or not, you got a leader in the secondary. You got at least a couple leaders in the secondary. You got Walker, you have Amani. Okuda is a work. He ain't play, but he works hard. You got those guys. You don't have nobody there on the linebacker core that can say, okay, that's the guy we got to watch out for. You have to probably make an investment in trade for him. Like it's a much needed, bro. You get that and a young quarterback, you that can play better than these two bums. You Lions not can actually start taking them seriously. They have their leaders at wide receiver. They have a top tight end. They have a fucking a leader in the running back room. They got a starting quarterback that you can win games with. He ain't perfect. You win games with him. They need that the linebacker is one of the main things they missing. What goes to who goes to the playoffs first? Lions, Pistons, Wings are all about to take the next level and set the time. Yeah, we know. You know what? I'm gonna actually say the Wings. Uh, you know what? If the Lions get their shit together, and let's say they are a better team that don't make the playoffs this year, they could be third, year three. They can be the second one, but I know for a fact Wings are probably gonna be the closest. Now, what's gonna piss me off about the Red Wings is that they turn around and end up being like the Tigers this year. We assuming we way better, and then all of a sudden shit go wrong. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Like for real. But yeah, it should be the Red Wings. Pistons, they could probably make the eighth seed next year as well and make just enough to make the first round of playoffs and probably get swept out of there, depending on how they build. Uh and who they can bring in as a free agent that fits with them. I wouldn't go this year, but I know for a fact Red Wings number one. Now, if you asking period, it's definitely Red Wings. If you're asking for this year only, it's definitely Red Wings. They the closest one. It seemed like no, they rookies and young players seem like they getting the best progression. And it's happening a lot smoother. Now, basketball, you know, it takes at least 5 6 years for you to talk about consistency in playoffs and let alone get into an NBA Finals or Eastern Conference Finals consistently. So we gonna be waiting for that. But yeah, I say playoffs wise, it's gotta be the Red Wings. If you're just being like unbiased, not feeding off Kool-Aid or not overhyped about Jaden Ivey, just being fair down the middle. No, it is Red Wings. They have they've been building the most, and they when they started they rebuild, man. They got some players, man. So like even the player they just drafted, I have a feeling he gonna be a beast a few years from now. You know what I'm saying? Just based off what they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? That they got a little bit more on the ground than these other teams do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Lions might be the first one this year if they get their shit together, but I doubt it. This is year 2, staying a year to get overexcited because of Hard Knocks. That's why I'm like kind of sugar down. So they need linebacker, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. They need linebacker. Man, so glad y'all can come through, man. Have a little conversation with me. Especially you, Joseph. I ain't gonna lie. You hit the nail on the coffin, man. They need to make like the thing about it too, man. Like more I think about it, you have to be willing to trade something to the Bears, man, because he should be an option. Because although they know you divisional rival, I don't care. Your job is to win games and beat your division no matter what. You give them and you get from them. Your job, you need a linebacker, you need to build your defense. I agree. Yzerman is doing it, man. Doing it. Yeah, the Yzer plan. Yeah, Steve Yzerman. Steve Yzerman, man, doing his thing. Steve Yzerman. I mean, I know he can get us to the championship, man. Dumars did it with the Pistons. I know Yzerman can do it. I know Yzerman can do it. That organization been way more competent than I ain't gonna say than way more than Pistons, but theoretically they got more better history over. I don't even like saying that because of the Isaiah Thomas era. But yeah, I guess just you've been winning for 25 years straight. You've been doing something right. So I guess we can say like the Red Wings, the one team though, man, that I love that I never gave the most attention to on Smith and go to the playoffs. You know what? That's the thing. I'm not still sure, even if you do get Smith, it's enough to get us to the playoffs as good as he is. But what it does do is push us a lot closer if they are coaching because they're going to need their offense to play right for them. As we seen last year, their defense, despite how garbage it was, they stayed in certain games, but they lost a lot of them because they management of the game on offense. And it was understandable. Understand you got a raw rookie head coach and Jared Goff coming in with playing with a team that no one knows each other. Okay. Well, thank you. You ain't disagree. You disagree with what I said or something, or you just had to leave. I think we have a chance, but I appreciate. Oh yeah, I appreciate you coming through, man. Again, hope to see you next time I go live. But I do, yeah. But I do think he would help push us a lot closer to have a chance to be in the playoffs, though. Get somebody like that. Now you got player now. Other guys can get better around him. That is true. As far as that go, but I still can't fully say they will make the playoffs. Things have to gotta take certain things into perspective. Thank y'all for coming, man. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, man, y'all have a good show with me today. But yeah, they could have won a couple of games if they had managed their offense better and things was looking more comfortable like they did now on this offensive setting with golf. But we gonna see how they do, man. I got a dry cough now. I just hope they can finally get things right. Other than that, man, it's 7:00. Your boy gotta get stuff ready so I can get ready for work tomorrow. I was go talk a little basketball. All I can say is this: I love the Jaden Ivey pick. But I love the Jalen Duren pick even more because of what I see him bringing in. The fact that they're going to slow groom him properly is the best thing ever. And I think he'll be one of the most dominant centers in the next 10 years if he stay healthy. And if they do this right and they get their guard play together properly, man, Smith, it will open the door for a free agent next year to buy. In fact, yeah, I get you on that one too. I get you on that. Like I said, it's a building block because now you can think about it like this. You get Smith in here, and then you can take one of the best linebackers in next year's draft too to add there, and then you still got Burns and Rodriguez. So you got at least 4 guys now that you can play across the linebacker core. They offer you something different, and that's what all it takes. It's just like that, just like the wide receiver thing. We didn't have really no receivers. All those that seem to have appear to get open, we know there has to be trust and chemistry amongst the receiver core. So when you got Josh Reynolds over here, and him and Goff already knew each other, already trusted. I wish we could have got him in the early offseason last year. I thought that's what they would have waited time, but they didn't. But when they got him over here, what happened? Then it opened the opportunity for Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was already getting open, because you did kind of eventually lost Hockenson down the way. And once you realize you can play with those 2 guys, he already played with Khalif Raymond, so he can play with him and Cephas. Now that means you rolled into this year. Now you got guys that can play with him. Now you got DJ Sharp, who can get downfield for him. You still got the same few guys over. Now they worked off in the off season. That was a clutch move by Goff too. Although we haven't seen him play in the regular season this year yet, I'm gonna take a gamble. Say they're going to be better from that standpoint long, because when your quarterback is taking on his free time to get his receivers together and do private practices and work out together, that just does what? Increases the trust and increases the chemistry. And that's where I can tip my hat to Jared Goff. I'm good. I'm late. Leaf roller. Oh man, I'm late. Oh man. Yeah, it's all good. No, like I said, I'm the one that's late to the party because all the other content creators been having all the fun for months, and I ain't been making nothing, man. So I just told one of my bros, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm about going live. Yeah. Other than that, I was basically giving a quick reaction about the preseason, letting y'all know we need quarterbacks. We should have took one the 3rd to 7th round area last year. And I mean, this past draft, and we definitely need linebacker talent. Definitely need linebacker talent. That's what me and Joseph been talking about during the whole stream. And, and at this point, you need to trade for Smith. Yeah, I'm all in for doing it. When people agree or not, I'm in for doing it. And yeah, that's what the scenario is, man. That wide receiver went from nothing to something in a minute. Goff got his weapons. Yeah, he got weapons he can throw with now. You got running backs. Like I said, you know who you guys on offense are. It's just about the coordination and the consistency there. The issue is the defense. You think about it, people don't understand this too. You don't always gotta have a 35-point offense, okay? You should be able to win averaging close to 24 points a game if your defense is good. That don't mean just because you average 21 a game, that don't mean you can't go to a Super Bowl. We've seen teams that didn't score that much but win Super Bowls. This happened several times. The issue is the coordination and the game management and them making the plays when needed to make the play. You know what I'm saying? I could care less if both teams start off slow, can't score nothing, and they go into the halftime with 3-0 lead. I care less. I'm more concerned what happens in the second half because I know there's going to be more opportunities for either team to take over the game and win the game. That's what I know. That's what the scenario was in the Ravens game last year. The issue people say we lost that game was not because of the delay of game. I understand it was 4th and 19. They wasn't supposed to have time lineup. I get all that. But when you show an elect to play for a field goal, hear what I say, elect to play for the field goal, not scoring, kicking the game with a field goal, but electing to play for the field goal. There's a difference between playing for the field goal and having to settle for the field goal. when you play for a touchdown and you have a chance to put the clock into your favor, and even if that means you have to then say, all right, it's 20 seconds left, let's run a quick play, not to draw down 10, try to take a field goal, they'll be left for 15 seconds, or they'll be left, if it's 30 seconds, they'll be left for 15, 20 seconds. That don't mean the game's still over after you kick the field goal, take the lead, because anything can happen, especially if you got a quarterback that can run. But you at least put the clock in more favor for you. Instead, you played for the field goal and left them a minute. That's why you don't do that. Key fumble. Yeah, we lost from that key fumble. No, we had a chance to win the game. It was just the management down late. When you had the rhythm going and you killed it by choosing to run with Jamal Williams, not putting Jamal Williams in the game, but you choose to run the ball. You know what? Everybody been kind of throwing the whole Sewell thing at him since we got Panay. So he not out the realm of possibility. Like I said, get a legit linebacker in here. You got Burns, you got Rodrigo as your fourth guy. You go in there, get Smith, and get Smith, and then you can go in the draft and go ahead and get your boy like him. That's your linebacker core. Looks much more better. Has more potential on it. Everybody have their role, and I don't even call them linebackers anymore. The way our defense is lined up, it seems like it's more of a rollbacker. I know I created that term, rollback. In other words, every player they go have a specific thing they're there for. Like you might have two, because it seems like they only like to put two linebackers on the field, and then they'll have like extra safety out there. That's what it looked like it. So it's like they rushing you in the gaps. So I feel like they got certain guys they like for rundowns, like Burns and Rodrigo, and then it looked like they like Woods and maybe Anzalone or not Anzalone. Well, he too, but Woods and what's my man they got from Baltimore? Ward. Look like they like them for coverage situation. Like maybe one to be in the gap, and then the other one dropping coverage or something like that. It's weird the way they kind of do it. I gotta watch their defensive performance a little bit closer and kind of get the feel for what they're doing, because they had 4 down linemen at times. They was rushing for it. We know, boy, Aiden was eating their ass up. Just don't you he got down there a sack a couple times, got a big run stop, destroyed the tackle. And you mean to tell me this man also claimed like 2 double teams that caused a flag against the offense all within that first down drive? That is a good sign, boy. There's things he could clean up, of course, but he's a rookie. I don't care about that, man. That was just a good sign to see for Aiden. I ain't talking enough about Aiden Hutchinson, man. I was hyped to see that. Yeah, man, that's dope. No, I'll give him that one. That's dope. Yeah, man. On that note, I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. I've been on staying for a little over an hour. I really appreciate y'all for choosing to put up with my crazy ass for an hour, man. I've been missing, and y'all chose to show up for me today. For a few of y'all, man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I love my teams. I don't care what nobody else say. When you come to me, you know that I love my teams, and I just want them to be right. That's all I ever wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate nothing. I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I love my teams, and I just want to see them do the right thing, not for me, but for themselves. I want them to do less on talking and do more on actually doing stuff. That's the standards I have for the Lions and all the teams that we have here in Detroit. And, I'll give anything to come on here and do this like this again, man. So who knows? Maybe I'll have time to do a video or something this week. I'm going to try to put the time in and make a video about something, or maybe expectations for a game. I want the video to be meaningful. Maybe it'll be after a preseason game or something. I don't know. But just something, period, man. So, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to come on here, man. So I know I left some things off the board I didn't talk about, like Alexander, the wide receiver we picked up, and Pimpleton, and the return position and stuff like that. They made some solid plays, but other than that, Barnes and Davis are heat seekers, missiles, see ball, get ball. Yeah. Yep, I used to call Davis a heat seeker too. It's funny you take that phrase. Yeah, it's true. And you know, the trip is we wanted to see them two play together, man. Oh my God, now they here on the same team. That's so epic. I was like, man, him and Derek Burns, what they look like, man, end up getting them. Hey, you too, man. Appreciate you, man, being active in the chat. Shout out to Dante Chase for showing up in the chat too, man. That's my brother, my play brother on here, man. Been rocking with him for years. Been practically family. So, to you, Leaf Boy, we lost to a keep from a key fumble. Yeah, man. Glad you showed up. Never, as long as you was here, that's all that matters. So, shout out to everybody that's in chat, man. Shout out to all my content creators. Shout out to everybody and all the Lions fans, Man Beast Morris, Dante Chase, Ray Moore out there doing this. Show my guys some support when they put out content. They do their thing, man. Whether you agree or disagree with them, brothers, man. And that's all I got for y'all, man. See y'all on the next stream. The enormous J, we is in the building, and we out here, coach. Peace.